Hello students, welcome back to the class. See, in last session we discussed about the simple permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue we discussed in yesterday's session, children. In that we discussed about what are the types of simple permanent tissue and what actually they perform, the function and those all things. Okay. Under simple permanent tissue we learnt about parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Now after that I would like to tell you about the complex permanent tissue. Okay, this is one of the kind of permanent tissue. Permanent tissue means what? The tissue which is not having capacity to divide. Okay, those all kind of tissue, the cells which will be having, which will lose the capacity to divide, those are called what? Permanent tissue. Okay, again in complex permanent tissue what happens? These complex permanent tissues are made up of more than one type of cells. Okay, more than one type of cells will be there and perform common function. Function will be common, where in simple permanent tissue also function is common and complex permanent tissue also function is common, but the difference is simple permanent tissue will be having all the cells will be same and function will be same, but here there will be the tissue is made up of more than one kind of cells. Okay na, complex permanent tissue ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಈ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಥರದ್ದು ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತಿತ್ತು? ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆಲ್ಸು ಸೇಮ್ ಇರ್ತಿದ್ವು, ಫಂಕ್ಷನು ಸೇಮ್ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಬಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಂದೇ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಕಲಿತು ಮಾಡೋ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಂದೇ, ಬಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ? ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ? Complex permanent tissue are made up of how many? More than one type of cells. Okay, and perform same or ಕಾಮನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ 4 ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ, ಈ ಸೆಲ್ ಬೇರೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಈ ಸೆಲ್ ಬೇರೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಈ ಸೆಲ್ ಬೇರೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಆ ಥರ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂಲಿ 4 ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ, 4 ಅಲ್ಲ 5 ಅಲ್ಲ, ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಸಹಿತ ಆಲ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, all together will perform single function only, and then that is common function. Okay, function will be same. And what are the complex tissues? What are the complex permanent tissues to whom you are going to call the xylem and phloem? Xylem and phloem are what? Complex permanent tissue. These are the complex permanent tissue, and these xylem and then phloem are also called as conducting tissue and vascular tissue. One and the same. Xylem and phloem are also called what? Conducting tissue, and they are also called vascular tissues. Why they are called conducting or else vascular tissue? Because children, xylem conducts what? I think you people already know. Xylem conducts water and minerals. Okay, whereas phloem conducts what? Phloem conducts food material. What is the function of xylem? It conducts water and mineral. ಅಂದರೆ xylem ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನು? ವ್ಯಾಸ್ಕುಲಾರ್ ಬಂಡಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ವ್ಯಾಸ್ಕುಲಾರ್ ಬಂಡಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ xylem ಮತ್ತು phloem. xylem ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂತಂದರೆ ರೂಟ್ಸಿಂದ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಟ್ರೀದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗೂ xylemಯಿಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ವಾಟರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮಿನರಲ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತವೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಈಗ ನಾನೊಂದು ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ರೂಟ್ಸ್, ಹೌದಾ? ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟಿನ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ರೂಟ್ಸ್ವರೆಗೂ ದೀಸ್ ಟು ಅಂದರೆ xylem and then phloem will be there. Okay, if I take only one like a pipeline. Just imagine like a pipeline. Water and mineral will be conducted by xylem upwards, okay, to all the areas, whereas the leaf is producing food material. From from that leaf, the food material, that is from through the xylem, through the phloem, what happens, the food is the food material is transported to all over the plant body. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಯಾವ ಥರ ಇರ್ತವೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಪೈಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಈ ಥರ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಇದು xylem ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಇದು phloem ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ, all together, both together is called what? Vascular bundle. Now let us talk about one by one what actually the xylem is and then what actually the phloem is. First I would like to talk about the xylem. Xylem is what, children? It is a water conducting tissue. The word xylem, first time the word xylem was introduced by Nageli, okay, in the year 1858. Means first time who gave the word xylem, means the credit goes to Nageli. And then it is a conducting tissue which conducts what, children? Water and mineral. Okay na. And based on the origin, the xylem is of two types. One is primary xylem and then secondary. Based on origin I am talking, okay na. And then xylem is called heterogeneous tissue. Xylem is a heterogeneous tissue. Hetero means what? Different. Homo means what? Same. Hetero in the sense xylem is made up of many kind of cells. That's what it is present in complex permanent tissue, no? Yes. As I said, xylem is heterogeneous tissue. It is composed of 4 kind of cells, children. Okay na? And what did I say? Heterogeneous tissue. Why it is called as heterogeneous tissue? Because it is composed of how many kind of cells? 4 types of cells. Okay na? Now question arises, what are those 4 types of cells? Okay, the xylem is not at all made up of only single type of cells. If I say xylem is there should be how many kind of cells? 4 kind of cells. In that, first cell is trachea. Okay, this is dead cell. And then second one is tracheae. This is also dead. Here only I am informing you to avoid confusion. Okay now, xylem fiber, this is also dead. And then fourth one is about xylem parenchyma. Xylem parenchyma, whereas it is the living one. Okay na. These are the what, children? These are the 4 types of cells which is present in what? Xylem. If I say xylem is a tissue, the water conducting tissue like this, there how many cells will be there? 4 kind of cells will be there. One will be trachea, one will be trachea, one is xylem fiber, one more is xylem parenchyma. In these 4 kind of cells, along with these all 4 kind of cells, along with these with the help of these 4 kind of cells only, water is what? Water is conducted from lower portion to the higher portion. How it is conducted you will be learning in the next, that is in physiology part you are going to learn about that. Don't worry about it. Just think, okay, just keep in mind what actually these cell types are and then what are the functions. Okay, trachea, xylem fiber, xylem parenchyma. In these 4, 3 are dead and then one is what? Living. Which is the living cell in the xylem? The living cell in the xylem is xylem parenchyma. Okay na. One more important thing here I am going to tell you about is in gymnosperms. Okay, in gymnosperms children, they lack what? They lack the xylem vessels. Okay, trachea, one more name for trachea, I can call it as vessel also. This trachea will be not there in what? In gymnosperms. Okay na, that is the uniqueness of the gymnospermic xylem children. That is one of the difference of xylem of gymnosperm and angiosperm also. This is important for MCQ. You should not get confused. In angiosperms, tracheae, xylem fiber, xylem parenchyma, 4 will be there. In gymnosperms, only 3 type of cells will be there in gymnosperms xylem. Okay now, what are they? Tracheae, xylem fiber, xylem parenchyma. I hope everybody is clear. Now let me talk about one by one. First one is about tracheids. First cell of xylem is tracheids, tracheids, and it is what children? It is dead cell. Okay now, what actually the characteristic of tracheids are? Everything we are going to learn here. Okay, tracheids, they are how they will be elongated tube like cells children. Okay, they will be very with they will be having very thick cell wall. Okay, they are what? They are elongated or tube like structure. They are what? Elongated or tube like cells with very thick lignified, due to lignified walls only, I call them as what? Dead tissue. Okay, lignified walls and tapering ends. Okay now, this too is very important. Lignified walls means you people already know. Okay now, because in sclerenchyma I just explained, lignified means what? Wall is deposited with the lignin. Because of that lignin deposition, the tissue will become what? Dead. Okay now here in the tracheid also, they are elongated tube like structure. They will be elongated children, and then they will be tube like structure, and if you see the wall, they are what? Lignified. The wall is lignified. And tapering end means this is tapering end, that is not pointed like this. Tapering, this is the tapering end. Okay now, next point, these are dead and without protoplasm. Protoplasm will be not there. These are what? These are dead and without, these are dead and what? Without protoplasm. Cytoplasm will be not there in the cells of whom? Tracheids. Tracheid cells will not be having the cytoplasm. And here secondary wall of tracheid show various types of lignin thickening children. Means this is the primary wall of the what? Tracheid. If I say ಇದು ಏನು ಈಗ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ವಾಲ್, ಇದ್ರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದು ವಾಲ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅದು ಏನು? ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ವಾಲ್. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಈ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ವಾಲ್ ಲಿಗ್ನಿನ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಷನ್ ಥಿಕ್ನಿಂಗು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಶೇಪ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ. ಇದು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ವಾಲ್, ಇದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ವಾಲ್. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ವಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಗ್ನಿನ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಷನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಥಿಕ್ನಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಟ್ರೇಕಿಡ್ಸ್ನ ನಾವು 5 ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ವಾಟ್? ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಲಿಗ್ನಿನ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಷನ್. ದಿ ಟ್ರೇಕಿಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್? 5 ಟೈಪ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆನಾ, Don't get confused. Based on what, children? Based on lignin deposition. Based on lignin deposition, how many types are there? 5 types are there. Okay, na? What are they? One by one, let us see. First type is annular. Okay, annular type. And then let me write one by one. Then next I am going to draw the diagram, and then next I am going to explain. Don't worry about that. Okay, annular type. And then second one is spiral type. The name itself says, okay, there is nothing difficult in this. Then next, scalariform. And the fourth one will be reticulate. And then fifth one will be pitted. Okay, now here. Now first one. What is actually annular? Annular means here what happens, the lignin deposition will be ring like. The lignin deposition will be what, children? Ring like thickenings. The ring like thickenings will be, you can see in what? The angular. Okay, na? Regularly interwards means there will be inter means let me show you. This is the primary deposition, okay, of primary deposition of the lignin. Here secondary deposition we are talking, no? Here what happens, the lignins will be deposited in ring like manner. Ring like thickening of lignin deposition will be there. This kind of tracheids are called what? Annular. I hope you people are understanding. Next, in spiral what will be? The lignin deposition will be spiral thickening. What they will be? They will be in spiral thickening. If I draw the diagram, see, tapering end, okay, and the lignin deposition will be spiral. Very easy it is, isn't it? This is what? Spiral. Now next, scalariform means here the scalariform is showed like ladder like thickening. Okay, ladder like thickening, children. Ladder like thickening means steps ಏನೀರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಆ ಥರ. ladder ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? steps. Okay ನಾ? ಟ್ರೇಕಿಡ್ಸ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವು 5 ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಎದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ರಿ ವಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಗ್ನಿನ್ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ರಿಂಗ್ ಥರ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಆದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಆ್ಯನ್ಯುಲಾರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸ್ಪೈರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಆದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ಪೈರಲಾರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸ್ಕೆಲರಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಲ್ಯಾಡರ್ ಥರ. ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್. If the lignin deposition is like a ladder, then that kind of tracheids are called what, children? They are called the scalariform. Now it is what? Scalariform. Now next comes about reticulate. Now you should only same, isn't it? Because you people already know what actually the reticulate. In leaf modification, in morphology, what actually reticulate means, there will be network like structure, isn't it? Here same, the reticulate means what? Network, means the lignin deposition will be network like. So I can draw like this. Okay, here the lignin deposition will be like this, just like a network. Okay, now this is the one kind of tracheid that is called what? Reticulate kind of lignin deposition. Name for this is reticulate. Now the next one and then last one is about pitted. Pitted means nothing but, children, the pitted means circular area. There will be some circular areas. Those circular areas are called what? Pitteds. Pits are nothing but the holes. In simple words I can say The pitted means what? Holes. Okay, I hope everybody is able to see clearly. These are the 5 types of what? Tracheids. Trachea is a dead tissue. Why it is called dead? Because it is made up of lignified wall, and then the trachea is divided into 5 types, childrens. Again, the function of trachea is it provides mechanical support for the conduction of water and then minerals. Okay, about the function I am going to tell you later on, but just you should understand what actually the structure and then what actually I wanted to tell you about. Okay, na? This is all about the tracheids. Okay, I hope everybody is understanding. Yes, if now if the tracheids are, the lignification is in ring like manner, then it is called what? Annular. Very good. If the lignin deposition in spiral means it is called what? Spiralar. That's good. Now let us move for the next one, that is tracheae. The next one is what? We discussed about tracheid. Now about the tracheae. The next one is that is about tracheae. The second one, tracheae, or else one more name for this is what? Vessel. Okay, na? Why it is called vessel? Because it will be just look like a vessel shape. That's what the name itself called what? Vessel. Okay, na? Here this is the long cylindrical tube like structure. It will be what actually structure of trachea means? Long cylindrical tube like, all will be tube like only. Okay, na? Tube like structure, children, and then it is made up of many cells called vessel members. Again, vessel is made up of many members. Those are called what? Vessel members. They made up of many cells. Don't worry, I am going to explain you. Okay, many cells called what? Called vessel members. Now tell me, long, it is what I said, long cylindrical tube like structure. See, tube like structure means this will be like this. This is what actually tube like structure of the vessel. Okay, like this it will be. If I go on draw, there will be like one straw. See, if you take 2 straws, one straw will go inside of another straw, no? Same like this. Vessel will be there in and one more vessel. If I take 2 vessel members, this will be one vessel member, one more will be one vessel member. So that the vessel tissue will be like this along with the xylem. Okay, this is what actually the vessel will be. Vessel will be look like this. And then walls, again the walls here, it is made up of lignified. The walls are made up of what, children? Lignified walls are there, and there will be large central cavity. There will be large central cavity. That's what I draw like this. This is the large central cavity. Okay, there will be large central cavity. This will be very, very helpful for the what, children? For the conduction of the mineral and then water to the other parts. See, just imagine straw. Okay, ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಪೈಪ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಪೈಪಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪೈಪ್ನ ಸೇರಿಸ್ಬೋದು, ಹೌದಾ? ಅದನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಪೈಪ್ನ ನೀವು ವೆಸಲ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೆದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪೈಪ್ನ ಕೂಡ ವೆಸಲ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬೇಕು. ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ನಾವು ಜೋಡಿಸಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಪೂರ್ತಿ ವೆಸಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಯಾವ ಥರ ಪೈಪ್ ನಡುವೆ ಹಾಲೋ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಇದೂ ಸೇಮ್ ನಡುವೆ ಹಾಲೋವೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಫಿಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? they are divided of protoplasm. They divide of protoplasm means here there will be protoplasm, but there will be central cavity. The protoplasm will be divided, means that's what it is also called what, children? Dead tissue. Why it is also called dead? Because it is lignified. Okay, after tracheae, next is about, that is third one, that is what, children? Xylem fibers. Fiber in the sense what? Fiber ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಲೆಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು, whether it is dead or living. Yes, of course it is dead cell. Okay na? Here what happens? This is highly thickened wall. The xylem fibers are highly thickened, children. The walls are highly thickened here, and then here what happens, instead of protoplasm there will be lumen. Okay na? instead of protoplasm ಅಂದರೆ cytoplasm ಬದಲು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ lumen ಇರ್ತದೆ. lumen is nothing but there will be some cavity, that's it, nothing difference. Okay na? There will be narrow lumen instead of what, this protoplasm, there will be what, children? Narrow lumen. If I said this is dead tissue, what should be the cell wall is made up of? Yes, cell wall is thick and hard, and what, children? It is lignified. This is very very important. Okay na? Xylem, tracheae and then xylem fiber, all the cell wall is made up of what? Lignin only. That's what these three are what called? They are dead cells, it is called. In xylem there are 4 cells: tracheae, xylem fiber, xylem parenchyma. I finished 3. All the 3 are what? Dead cells only. Now the 4th one is the xylem parenchyma, and then very important cell, and it is what? It is living cell. Okay. Now let me talk about the xylem parenchyma. The 4th kind of cell is xylem parenchyma. Okay, xylem parenchyma is living, children. Okay, why it is living I will tell you, don't worry about that. Okay, here the xylem parenchyma is thin cell wall. It is what? Cell wall is very very thin, children. Only if you remember the parenchymatous characters, there will be similar characters in xylem parenchyma. Okay na? They will be having thin cell wall. Cell wall is made up of cellulose. Okay, that's what it is, living. Here lignin deposition is not there, children. Due to the cell wall is made up of cellulose, it is living, children. Okay na? Why it is there? What purpose xylem parenchyma are? They store food material. They store what? Food material, and then they will be helpful for the growth of the what? Plant. Okay na? They store food material in the form of starch. This is very important. Okay, they store food material in the form of what? In the form of starch or fat or tannin. Okay, this is very important. See, in our body we store food material. ನಾವು ಸಹಿತ ನಾವು ಫುಡ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ನ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಫುಡ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ನ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದನೇ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಒಂದು ವಾರ ನೀವು ಊಟ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇದ್ರೂ ಸಹಿತ ಓಕೆ ಹಸಿವೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಸತ್ತೋಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೌದಾ? ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಸಹಿತ ಫುಡ್ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಫ್ಯಾಟ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಟ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ನೀವು ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಡೈಜೆಷನ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಸಹಿತ ಆ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾನೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್. ಸೇಮ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ in xylem, the xylem parenchyma is a such area where the food storage will be there. In which form? In starch. The plant will store the food material in the form of what? Starch. I am repeating this often and often because it is important. The starch is the food storage in plant. Okay now. Rather than this, fat is also there and then tannin is also there. Tannin will be secondary byproduct which is came from the xylem parenchyma. Okay, next this there will be some ray parenchyma, children. Actually this is not there for your syllabus, that's what I am thinking whether to say or not, but let me talk about that. There will be some parenchymatous cells which are called ray parenchyma, which will be very helpful for the radial conduction. Radial conduction means what? The water and then mineral will be conducted radially by which kind of cells? The ray parenchyma. This is also nothing but the xylem parenchymatal type only. There is nothing difference. Okay. Ray parenchymatous cells conduct radial conduction. Radial conduction means ಈಗ xylem ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಗ 4 cells ನಾನು ತೋರಿಸಬೇಕು ಹೌದಾ. ಈ 4ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ ಟ್ರೇಕಿಡ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಇದು ಟ್ರೇಕಿಯೆ. now this is xylem fiber, this is xylem parenchyma ಹೌದಾ. if I say xylem parenchyma, the radial conduction will be by ray parenchyma. okay na. next again the see types of xylem I would like to talk about here. There are types of what, children? Xylem. I said already about types of xylem. There are 2 types of xylem. What are they? The primary xylem and then secondary xylem. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. xylem ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ, ಈಗ ನನ್ನ ಪಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫಿಂಗರ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 5 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ. xylem ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು? 4. ಓಕೆನಾ. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ xylem ಅಂದಾಗ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 2 ಟೈಪ್ಸ್, ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್. based on origin, ನಾನು ಆವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ದಲ್ಲ, based on origin the xylem is of 2 type. one is primary xylem and then secondary xylem. Here I am going to talk about primary xylem. Primary xylem is nothing but the xylem which is formed first. ಯಾವ xylem ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ xylem ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇದೇ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ xylem ಮೆಚ್ಯೂರ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ರಿ xylem ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ. ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ xylem ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ xylem ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಟೈಪು. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವವು? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ xylem ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್ xylem ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್ primary xylem is called proto andre first, that's what the name itself called protoxylem. okay. later formed primary xylem is called metaxylem. okay na. ಇದು somewhat complicated it is, don't worry, just think that ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ xylem ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿಬೇಕು? ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕ್ಸೈಲಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಲೇಟಾಗಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಮೆಟಾಕ್ಸೈಲಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬೇಕು. ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತಲೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕ್ಸೈಲಮ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಸಣ್ಣದಿರ್ತದೆ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ. ಲೇಟಾಗಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೆಟಾಕ್ಸೈಲಮ್ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ? ದೊಡ್ಡದಿರ್ತದೆ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೈಜಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ. ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಸಿ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲು ನಾನು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡೆ ಅಪ್ಪ. ಓಕೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು xylemದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ. ಇದೂ xylem, ಇದು xylem, ಇದು xylem, ಇದು xylem, ಈ ಥರ ಇರ್ತದೆ xylem. ಓಕೆ. ಇಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಪೂರ್ತಿ xylem, ಇದೂ xylem, ಇದು ಒಂದು xylem. ಓಕೆ. ಇಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಣ್ಣದು ಯಾವುದು? ಇದು. ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ? ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕ್ಸೈಲಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಇದು ದೊಡ್ಡದದ, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್? ಮೆಟಾಕ್ಸೈಲಮ್. okay. I hope you people are understanding. Somewhat it is complicated, but then too you should understand. okay na. ಇದು ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕ್ಸೈಲಮ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮೆಟಾಕ್ಸೈಲಮು ಒರಿಜಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ಮು ಮತ್ತು ರೂಟ್ದು ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ನಾವು ತೆಗೆದಾಗ ಅವು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ. ಹೆಂಗೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಸಹಿತ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕ್ಲಿಯರಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಡೈಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಏನು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ನೇ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕ್ಸೈಲಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿರ್ತದೆ, ಮೆಟಾಕ್ಸೈಲಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿರ್ತದೆ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಓಕೆನಾ. ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್, ನಾವು ಈಗ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, ದಿ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕ್ಸೈಲಮ್ ಈಸ್ towards the center. In stem what happens, the protoxylem is towards the center and the metaxylem where it will be, it lies towards the periphery. It lies towards what children? Periphery. andre enu, iga if I say this is the section of stem, what happens in stem, protoxylem is towards the center. This is the center. Okay, this is the center. Howda? The protoxylem will be towards the center. These are the first formed xylems. And the metaxylem lies towards the periphery. Metaxylem, they lie towards the periphery. Okay. They just look like this. Okay, and this type of primary xylem, this is very important children. This kind, which kind? Protoxylem towards the center and metaxylem towards the periphery. This kind of, or else this type of primary xylem is called what? Endark. Is called endark. Okay, in simple words ನಿಮಗೆ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಎಂಡಾರ್ಕ್, ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟ್? ಪ್ರೋಟೋ. ಆ ಥರ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಂಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಆಯಿತಾ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಈಗ ರೂಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆನಾ. ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಥರ xylem ಇರ್ತದೆ. ರೂಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತದೆ? ಇನ್ ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕ್ಸೈಲಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಸ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಪೆರಿಫೆರಿ. ಇಟ್ ಲೈಸ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಪೆರಿಫೆರಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್? ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೆಟಾಕ್ಸೈಲಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿರ್ತದೆ? ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಮೆಟಾಕ್ಸೈಲಮ್ ಲೈಸ್ at the center. Very good. Okay, at the center. ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್, this condition is called what? This condition is called what? Exarch. ಓಕೆನಾ. ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ರೂಟ್ದು ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದು ಸೆಂಟರ್. ಹೌದಾ. ಮೆಟಾಕ್ಸೈಲಮು ಸೆಂಟರಲ್ಲಿರ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕ್ಸೈಲಮ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ? ಪೆರಿಫೆರಿಗೆ. ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕ್ಸೈಲಮ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ? ಪೆರಿಫೆರಿ. Protoxylem is towards periphery. Now this is protoxylem. This is metaxylem. ಓಕೆ. ದೊಡ್ಡದಿರೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಮೆಟಾಕ್ಸೈಲಮ್, ಸಣ್ಣದಿರೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕ್ಸೈಲಮ್. ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ಈ ಥರ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ, ಈ ಥರ ನಿಮಗೆ ರೂಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಇಫ್ the protoxylem is towards the center and metaxylem is towards the periphery, then that condition is called what? Endark. If the protoxylem is towards the periphery and then metaxylem is towards the center, then it is called exarch. Protoplasm exit. ಆ ಥರ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಂಡಾರ್ಕ್, ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿತ್ತದ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾರ್ಕ್. ಓಕೆನಾ. ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕ್ಸೈಲಮ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗ್ತದೇನ್ರಿ, ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೇನ್ರಿ? ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮಗೆ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕ್ಸೈಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಅನ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅದು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊರಗಿನ ಸೈಡ್ ಅದ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿತ್ತದೇನೋ ಅನ್ನೋ ಥರ. ಆ ಥರ ನೀವು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಂಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾರ್ಕ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ ಎಂಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ರೂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾರ್ಕ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ xylem children. In next session I am going to talk about the next, that is the phloem. Okay na? The phloem is food conducting tissue. Today we finished off the water conducting tissue, that is the xylem. Thank you.